July after I had went through your course.
Yep.
Right after that, I started revenue 10,000
A month.
a month.
That's insane. You're doing $2,500 a week. Hey guys, my name is Andre. I'm the founder and director here of Appliance Service Master Class. We're here in the beautiful state of Florida, right down in Miami, and I'm joined here with Michael Checo from First Response Appliances. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
That's good. Good
How about
to see you.
yourself?
Really good. Really good. I'm happy. I know you came up from Port St. Lucie. It's about a couple hours away, but I'm glad you came down here. It's great to see you. You did our business course over the last 3 months, and you won the $1,000 grant in our business course, which is amazing.
I love it.
Super cool. So I just wanted to start off. You've been doing appliance repair, I think, for almost a full decade. When did you start? How did you get started? How did you come up with getting into appliance repair? And then what was the first job you had?
I have an electronics background.
Yeah.
So then from there, I applied to a position online. It was a third-party contractor. Through there, I learned a lot. I was there for about, I would say, almost close to a year. From there, I moved myself up to working with Sears.
Cool.
Yeah, after that, I worked with General Electric. I have worked also with Electrolux. So I have a
huge resume.
resume.
So
Yeah.
when you did electronics in college, right?
That's correct.
And then you worked for a smaller, or at that point it was a large appliance company. Did they train you in appliance repair? Did you take any additional courses, or like how did that whole training happen in your first year when you were with them?
Yeah, they did. I was training for about 2 weeks. I got to the field, learned some stuff in the field. Then I went to another training with Dyer Academy.
Dyer, yeah, we know them.
And I was there. Yeah, it was great. I learned a lot from there. And then from there, I learned everything I needed to know.
Everything in the field, I guess, at that point.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I know in your first year, it's super tough to get in. You're in the customer's home. They're breathing down your back. You know, you're not experienced. You're shy to get into the customer's home, tear down the appliance. There's a hardwood floor you got to worry about, the marble in the kitchen. But after that first year, it's pretty much the same. I think you gain that confidence, and you just need to learn more skills, like sealed system, get into maybe gas appliances if you get a gas license or anything like that. But it's good.
And here in Florida, you don't necessarily need a gas license to work.
Seriously,
I mean,
like gas stove, gas dryer?
you could work on them.
No way.
Unless you disconnect. If you're going to disconnect the gas line, you can't touch that.
Yeah, right. Like you can't disconnect or purge a gas appliance.
Correct.
But you can change parts.
Exactly.
Like a knob on a gas stove or something like that.
Correct.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, you could even switch out igniters.
Seriously.
Yep.
In Canada, where we predominantly do our trainings, but out there, every province we have, like at every state, you need a gas license to work on those gas appliances.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Okay.
But it's really cool here. I mean, it's a little bit more free. I mean, they trust you a little bit more in the industry, which is great. So that's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
It's amazing. With sealed system, when did you start getting into sealed system? Was it your first year?
My first year.
Really? They just had you going in,
learning
everything you need to learn for sealed system.
Yeah, and I wanted, it was in me to learn and sponge that up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I learned that. It took me, I would say, about 3 months to learn it.
That's quick.
Yeah, then after that, I went to Sears, became a refrigeration tech.
Right.
And I learned a lot from there.
In Sears, I think what they did is they categorized their techs. So they had like laundry tech, stove and kitchen tech or dishwasher.
Right, which is the kitchen.
So the kitchen tech, laundry tech, and then refrigeration tech.
That's correct.
We have our own company, Toronto Appliance Service. We've been around since this October, 50 years, which is crazy long time.
Congrats.
So we were there. Thanks, man. We were there through all of Sears coming up and Sears falling down. So all the guys that worked for Sears, all the guys that were trained specifically as laundry techs, they all went out into the field after that trying to get jobs. We tried to hire maybe 8 or 9 of them. They wouldn't do it. They would say, we're only doing washer dryers calls. I'm like, we can't have you do just washer dryers. We have you do in a certain area like Toronto, and I'm not going to pull my tech from a neighboring city to drive in to do your refrigeration call or your dishwasher call, right? Yeah. We need every tech to be well-rounded. Everything. You got to know how to do microwaves, stoves, sealed system, all of it.
That's correct. Right? Yeah, that's a Sears thing.
So how did you come out of that Sears job? How's that for you?
To that, you know, they were being a little bit shaky in their industry. So I went ahead and applied through General Electric.
That's awesome.
And that's when I got a lot of, that's when I joined GE from there.
And you were like, they had you do all service calls, all types, microwave, laundry, everything, sealed system.
Yeah, and it was great.
That's awesome.
There, I had no regrets going through General Electric.
That's sweet. The sealed system with Sears, how long did you do that for?
2 years.
That's insane.
About 2 years. Yeah.
I think like sealed system must be for us, we know it's the biggest generator for revenue in any service company. There's still a lot of techs out there that absolutely refuse to do sealed system work. We understand it's challenging to get in and learn it. But you have to learn it. If you end up opening up your own business, if you're your own technician, doing third-party warranty calls or anything like that, you need to do sealed system.
I 100% agree with you.
What would you charge for like, you know, out of warranty sealed system call on a regular domestic refrigerator?
Anywhere between $500 to $700.
That's just for like diagnosis and labor.
Diagnosis and labor.
That's amazing. And you know, even doing 1 or 2 of those per week, that's $1,500 revenue just from 2 calls.
Just from 2 calls.
And then if you're doing like a built-in refrigerator, like, you know, Viking or anything like that, Sub-Zero, what would you charge for a sealed system job on there?
Sub-Zero, I got one now I'm charging $2,400.
So one job.
One job.
That's insane.
Yeah, the part cost me $600.
Yeah,
because I'm gonna rebuild it. So
wow.
So all that is profit once it minus
the 600, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So you know, we generally do charge around $1,500 for labor on a built-in refrigerator.
Okay.
But yeah, it's insane. The revenue stream is absolutely amazing, right?
Yeah.
Just on sealed system.
Yeah, I can't complain when it comes to the sealed system.
That's amazing. So when you finished with GE, you went out and worked with Electrolux.
Right. I went through, I worked with Electrolux, trying to get feel something different. And yeah, and it went well at Electrolux as well.
And it's all like in-field service work when you're working for the manufacturers and employee tech?
Only in field, right?
Oh, that's amazing. So they give you a service vehicle, they give you, I'm assuming, sealed system tools as well? Like everything's covered?
They do, yeah.
By the manufacturer?
Supply you with every kind of tools you want.
That's amazing. And all warranty work, right?
All warranty work and out of warranty as well.
Oh, serious?
But on Frigidaire and Electrolux.
Yeah, makes sense.
Same with General Electric.
Right, from the manufacturer.
Correct.
That's amazing. I mean, the revenue for any service company that does sealed system, with minor repairs of appliances and major repairs like tub jobs and anything like that, it's easy to see a tech do $4,000 or $5,000 in revenue per week. That's what our technicians are doing in Toronto Appliance. The guys that we've trained at the master class, if they do their own business and doing their own service calls, it's easy to do $4,000 of revenue if you're working full time as a technician.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. And you joined the master class in June.
In June.
We started working together. And then you opened up your own business, First Response Appliances.
Right.
When did you come up to that conclusion that you have enough skills, you want to operate your own business? What was the need for it? Like, why did you want to open the business? And then when did you come up with the idea to do it?
I came up with the idea between me and my wife.
Okay.
And it came to a point already that I wanted to keep on moving up. Yeah. And I'm at a point where this is as much as I'm going to go.
As much as you can, you pretty much know everything you need to know on appliance repair.
Exactly, unless you want to take a management position or et cetera, but I wasn't trying to go that route. And from there, I told myself, I think it's time for me to open up a business.
That's awesome.
And I wanted to give my daughter a good example out of it as well.
Really cool. Was that this year you guys decided, or was it
this year?
That's awesome.
That was this year that we decided. I always had it in mind, but this year is when I executed.
That's amazing. I know we started working together in June. Right off the bat, I think we started applying to third-party warranty contracts just to see if, you'll be able to get a contract in place, how quickly that actually comes about. So when we started in June, how long before you got your first third-party warranty contract?
I would say within about a month.
That's so quick.
About a month. I started with Liberty Home Guard.
That's right. Yeah.
They approved me pretty quick.
Mhm.
And then after that, I applied with Select Home Warranty.
Really cool.
I applied with this one called Residential Warranty Service.
You got all those three?
Yeah, I have
Oh, wow.
3.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing one. I can't quite remember, but I have 3 that I can remember. Yeah, I'm working about with.
And so Liberty Home Guard was their first month. Were they all within like the same 4 to 6 week timeline?
It was, yeah, they're pretty fast.
That's amazing. How quickly did they just start giving you service calls after you get approved?
Within the next day.
Seriously?
Probably, yeah. With Liberty Home Guard, about that same week, I got a call from them.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So this is through Liberty Home Guard's like home warranties, I guess they offer to customers, and then customers can claim appliance repair through that Liberty Home Guard.
Exactly.
What's like the pay structure? Is it a commission based? Is it per piece? Do you charge the customer and they claim it towards the warranty, or does Liberty Home Guard pay you out a set fee?
It depends, but with Liberty Home Guard exclusively, they pay you by your own diagnostics rate.
Oh, cool.
And by your own labor rate.
Amazing.
So, for example, I have a dryer, heater's not working. Let's say I'm charging $300.
Seriously.
As for an example.
Yeah.
And I call them, I get authorization. I normally approve it. I got approved for it, and they'll pay you once the job is completed. But
Gotcha.
Paying you for the diagnostics fee.
That's amazing. So Liberty Home Guard approves your quote and then pays you out for that quote.
Yes.
Do they have a cap? Do they tell you, stay in this range, or they pre-approve your fees or rates before you get out in the field?
With Liberty Home Guard, no.
Oh, cool.
I haven't had that experience yet.
Interesting.
Normally, I just I send them what I need. I send them that invoice.
Yeah.
For the most part, since I worked with them, it's been approved.
That's actually amazing that you got the contract in 4 weeks, started getting service calls the very next day, and then you get to charge your rates and fees through Liberty Home Guard directly.
Yes. I like Liberty Home Guard a lot.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's so quick.
It was quick.
So quick.
Yeah.
So with the Appliance Service Master Class, what courses did you take with us?
I was mainly you gave me all the courses. You gave me the sales system course. You gave me the electrical courses.
Yeah.
But I was mainly focused on the business development program course.
Yeah.
That's the one that I wanted to focus mainly on.
Right. The business development program we do for 10 weeks. It's 10 modules. We start with like leadership, organizational structure. We get into sales and marketing, advertising and promotion, business plan development, financial plan development, and finally, like raising money is module 10. When you're going to the bank and you're asking for money or applying for a grant, like you did with the Appliance Service Master Class. With every 10-week course that we offer, we have that first, second, third place. First place gets $1,000 grant, which you got. You won that. It's simply taking part in the modules every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then submitting your business plan and financial plan. And you were the first to do it, so you got first place on that.
Oh, man, I'm proud of that. Yeah, thank you.
And it's tough, right? Like, I know you've never written it before.
No.
I've done a few already. I can do one overnight. But if people who haven't done it before, like my first time, took me like 12 weeks. It takes a long time.
It took me a while. Yeah, and just...
What was the most challenging part of like the business plan or financial plan or any of that?
The most challenging one was structuring the business
right.
And the financial plan was setting up your yearly goals.
Exactly.
As far as how much money you're trying to raise.
Right. So like cash flow for year one, cash flow year two, it's typically what a bank would ask for. If you're ever applying for a business loan, they're going to ask you for your business plan and your financial plan. Your cash flow year one and cash flow year two, it's the most challenging because you need to account for how much you're going to put monthly for, accounting, lawyer fees, legal fees, cell phone bill, internet, service vehicle, gas, all these things you need to account for.
A lot of expenses.
And then you need to imagine what it's going to cost you on a monthly basis in the future.
Right.
Is it going to increase? Is it going to decrease? Is it the same rates? Obviously, we know cell phone, you're paying the same rate every month over month. Gas, the more calls you do, the more gas you spend, right? So you need to account for those things as well. And then imagining you need to project how much revenue you're going to generate. So first month, you maybe do 5 calls. Second month, 10 calls. Third month, 15 calls. And you're generating what you believe or imagine what you'll believe to make month over month for the whole first year and second year.
Right. Yeah, that's a prediction. Yeah.
It was tough. I know it was challenging. I know we worked on it a little bit, and everyone has problems with it.
Yeah.
Right? Other than accountants.
Right. Yeah. No, exactly. It's challenging, but it feels good once you do it.
Yeah. You need to know it, right? You need to understand your business, the structure of it, what you need to put in place, maybe some marketing avenues. When you're applying for a business loan, the bank typically wants to know that you know your business first.
Right.
You know what you're talking about. You know what your profit margins are or how much your expenses are per month so that you have an idea. If you're spending $5,000 on expenses, but you're only generating $3,000 a month, you're at a loss of $2,000. The bank's not going to give you a loan for that.
No.
So you need to know your business inside and out, put it on paper, and then apply for that business loan.
Thank you.
Exactly. But yeah, 10 weeks. I mean, it seems like a long time, but this was already finished a month and a half ago.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, it's been a great support.
Yeah.
The way you have it structured.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I did.
And you can join those Zoom calls. We have them every Monday all year round. We never stop. And we have everyone joining from different parts of the States. We have, female technicians in Seattle.
Oh, nice.
We have Los Angeles right now, a couple people from Miami joining as well, and then all across Canada, of course.
Oh, right.
So it's really nice to see that all technicians have the same challenges starting as an appliance company all across Canada, US. It's the same ordeal. It's the same appliances we're repairing. We're all great technicians, but how do we manage a business? That's probably the most difficult to learn point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you've been doing your own service calls for a short while now. What are some things that you've learned that you probably didn't know you could do in the past before starting the business? And what are some goals that you achieved that are like, you would have never thought you'd get to this point, whether it's revenue, weekly, or whatever?
Mainly revenue, most challenging marketing.
Marketing for sure.
Yeah, marketing. You want to make sure you're out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And getting that network in place.
For sure.
For example, Master Class,
a
good network source.
Mm-hmm.
And getting into those network spots, it's a great spot to be in.
The volume is what you're really counting for an appliance company, right? So having those third-party warranty contracts, the volume is the most important. A lot of people have trouble starting the appliance business because they think, okay, I got to go market myself. Well, there's other ways to get service calls than spending time advertising for free on Facebook and Craigslist and Kijiji. You can get third-party warranty contracts.
Absolutely.
Liberty Home Guard, the other ones that you mentioned as well. And they provide volume to start your business, right?
Right.
Then you start generating revenue, and you can invest into marketing, advertising after that. But I think you did extremely well.
Thank you. Right now, I use an app called Gigi. Is it? Because here in the US we use AngelList.
Oh, right.
It's another platform called Thumbtack, which helps a lot.
Right.
What other platform am I using? Yelp.
So you're doing 6 right now. You got the 3 third-party contracts.
Right.
AngelList, Thumbtack, Yelp.
Who else am I using right now? Yeah, so those and Google, of course. I'm in Google as well.
That's a ton of avenues that you're getting service calls from, and you're not spending money on ads, right? I don't think you're spending any money, and they're giving you leads or customers to do service calls for.
That's correct.
That's unbelievable. That's like $0 invested, and they're just providing you service calls from this third-party warranty contracts.
Exactly.
What a great way to start, man. I mean, this was like textbook perfection when you're starting an appliance business. $0 invested, and you're just getting service calls.
Exactly.
Right off the bat.
And key is volume, right?
Exactly.
Little by little, you reach that volume where you want to be at.
Your first month, what were you generating week over week? And then let's say, your fourth month, what were you generating week over week? What does that difference look like?
Oh man, my first month I probably made $200
A week.
Yeah.
So like one service call.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is like, it's still a pretty good start.
Right.
People have 0 calls their whole first month, right?
Right.
Not bad. Okay.
And then the month after that, it grew. So it went from 100. I went to 3,000
For the month.
for the month. So I
Second
jumped.
month.
Yeah, my
Okay.
second month jumped to 3,000.
It's great. It's like $750 a week.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty good.
And so that was 3 months after that, and up to date now from all the way from July after I went through your course.
Yep.
Right after that, I started revenue 10,000
A month.
a month.
That's insane. You're doing $2,500 a week. Can you manage more service calls, or that's like your maximum volume? Because you're still doing day work, and you got to manage the service calls evenings and weekends. Is that the maximum you can do at the moment?
Yeah, right now it's the maximum.
So you could take more if you invested full time into this.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's so.
I think you moved up super quick, man. I mean, all that in 6 months, it's really impressive.
Thank you.
Really, really impressive.
I appreciate that. But yeah, it was faster than what I thought.
For sure. I know when we first had our phone calls, we were sort of discussing, how I can help and what your goals are in the beginning. And the first month was putting everything in together. But the fact that you put in so much effort in month 1 really translated to where you are right now in month 5. Right? To have so much revenue generated month over month, that growth is like, 300% growth month over month, right? $800 in your first month, then you're doing $3,000 in your second month, and then more $10,000 in your fifth.
It just kept going up and up.
Yeah, you're doing 200 to 300% increase month over month.
Yes.
Super quick.
Yeah, it is. It was.
Wow, man. I'm like blown away. I'm impressed.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's hard work.
It is hard.
But you'll get there, and you do. I will say this: you have to have when it comes to customers.
Yeah,
you want to give them that wow experience, that great experience.
So what do you do with the customers that makes them feel very comfortable? Or, you have, I've seen it already, you have a ton of 5-star reviews on Google. So what makes the customer feel like they've been provided that 5-star customer service?
You always want to act that you're part of their family.
That's cool.
Yeah, you want to become very personal. You can.
Yeah.
Look at what, they have say Star Wars, a Star Wars poster.
Right.
Talk about that.
Seriously.
Talk about a vacation that you've probably been to, something and you might connect with the customer.
Right.
So you can gain their trust.
Put them at ease, right? Because they have a stranger coming into their home. They're already might be upset because their stove isn't working.
Exactly.
Their fridge isn't working. They have to throw out all the groceries they just bought the day before. They're already having a bad day.
They're already mad.
Yeah. Connect with them at some level. Put them at ease a little bit. And then get the job done quickly.
Yeah, exactly that. Just make them feel comfortable.
For sure.
Once you make them feel comfortable, is yours.
How quick do you finish a call? Because I know you do them on your off time, evenings and weekends. Do you diagnose the call, go pick up the part, and then come back same day, or do you reschedule them 2-3 days later?
Normally, so once I see what's going on, I try to get the part that day.
Cool.
To fix it that day. Does it happen all the time? I would probably say about 50% that happens.
So you triage your call before you walk in.
Michael.
You got the model number, you got the symptoms or chief complaint, you're going through the service manual, whatever you can find. Order the part that you think will actually repair it, and then you go in and try to repair first job, first visit.
Exactly. That's
crazy.
How I do it. And most of I don't have a part distributor around my area. So when I don't have a part distributor, if I'm not completing the call there, then I have to go through my part distributor.
Right.
And it takes about 3 to 5 business days. I'm not back that same week.
That's awesome.
Within 1 week. Yeah.
That's actually amazing. To get it done first visit is the goal for every appliance company. I know when we have new guys starting out, they're still not comfortable. They're ordering the wrong part. Sometimes it takes us 3 weeks to close a service call, right? Because we order the wrong part, we got to come back with the new part, order it. Ordering takes a couple of days as well, like you said. But to do it first day, first visit, job completion, Crazy.
And there's
Crazy.
some, just be aware and keep in mind, you are going to have some appliances that might be more challenging than others.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if you're not familiar with it. Like, I don't know if you're good with Samsung appliances. You know, people find them very tough to work with. It's hard to source service manuals and parts lists as well.
Right.
But if you fall into, working with those appliances, we have our Telegram group with like technicians there with 20, 30 years experience. All love to share their experiences. We all have different access points. So we have Whirlpool and Electrolux that we give to every one of our clients. Everyone that joins the masterclass receives Appliance Whirlpool Service Matters, which is everything Whirlpool owns as a technician portal. Maytag, KitchenAid, Genair, Whirlpool, Amana. And you got service manuals, parts list, training videos, like anything you need, you have from Whirlpool.
That's a deal breaker.
And then same with the Electrolux Frigidaire. Same thing, service manuals, parts lists, diagrams, training videos, anything that you need from Electrolux Frigidaire, you have it.
Right.
Imagine having that in your first year as a technician. Would it have made a difference in your training in your first year?
Absolutely. Yeah, it'd be a lot better.
You have all the resources.
Now you have it. Now I have it. Yeah.
Yeah, but like the service manuals, when you look into them, it tells you, it has the symptoms listed, the probable causes, and the solutions available from the manufacturer. You got all the error codes listed in there, how to change the component. It tells you, what ohms readings you should be receiving on different components. You just have to be resourceful as a technician. That's really all it is.
Exactly. Yeah, you do. And that Service Matters works a lot.
For sure.
Works really good. I'm glad you have that.
I mean, they have 5 brands under them, under the Whirlpool umbrella, right? Which you have like the luxury brands, KitchenAid, Genair, the super value brands, Amana and Maytag, and then Whirlpool, of course.
Right.
In Toronto, we have a bunch of the new developments for condos are typically outfitted with either Electrolux or Whirlpool products.
Oh,
so everyone who, takes the masterclass has access to that. After 1 year, those appliances are out of warranty. So now as a new technician or a new business owner, you have the opportunity to serve that 45-story building, 6 appliances in each unit. You got like 6,000 appliances, let's just say, or maybe 3,000 appliances in that building for you to service, if that's in your area of work. So
that's great. Yeah,
crazy opportunity out there right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of money in there right now.
For sure. I mean, yeah, you're an example of that. First 6 months and already generating $10K a month. Honestly, unbelievable.
Thanks.
So crazy.
Yeah.
So crazy. So we have your $1,000 grant that you got for finishing the business development program. I know it was super challenging. We had, I think, 15 people in the class.
Yes.
Only one person gets to win this. You just have to partake in 9 out of 10 modules that we do online. Submit a completed financial plan and business plan, and you're the one to do it. The first one to do it.
And I feel so proud. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You deserve it. I think your success is an availability for future technicians to understand that it's so possible to do this in less than 4 or 5 months, right? So super proud of all your progress so far.
Thank you, Andre. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome, man.
I wouldn't have done it wasn't without your help.
That's amazing. I'm happy you took part in it. Thanks, guys, for taking part in this video here. My name is Andre, founder and director here of Appliance Service Master Class. We're joined here today with Michael Checo from First Response Appliances.
See you. Awesome.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it. Oh, man.
Here at Appliance Service Master Class, we're a small team doing big things. Make sure to purchase the Appliance Service Blue Book with the link below to empower your business today.